Hey, Milehightarot family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. Come, come on in, hit the like, share, subscribe button. Grab your drinks, some popcorn, whatever it is that you do. Your blunts. It's Hood Tales at the Crossroads. So, I've already laid out a couple of spreads, a couple of decks. Give us a little bit. So, what's at the crossroads today is looks like shit. Everybody, all the elements is there. Everybody there. So, but it looks like there's a Sagittarius standing there. Libra, Aries, Gemini, Cancer, Capricorn, and Scorpio and Pisces. Okay. So we got the Burtons down at the crossroads. Okay. Some things that we all might have been hopeful. You know, what you do at the crossroads is your business. But, making your decisions, being, any choices that you make, change your positions. Make sure your ass look both ways, that's for sure. Shit. So, you may be needing to decide on, which way to go because of a broken heart. What you need to do is free your damn self. Okay? So, let's see. So, since Pluto and went direct in Mars and all that, and Mercury's getting ready to come up on in, and Saturn with the ill things of making us feel some kind of way. Things that we thought that we probably got over, or things that we thought that we knew that really wasn't what they really were. But guess what? This is the channel where I'm going to be able to tell you where to be able to realize with real eyes. Okay? So, let's go ahead up in here. So, we got there's a Scorpio. Water signs. Talking to you, water signs, period. Or anybody with Scorpio in their chart. Maybe they trying to find some resources, trying to figure out a decision on choosy levels at this time. Maybe trying to figure out some avenues to make some money. Talking to you cross watchers too, because I know y'all probably watching. I don't know, I heard a couple people say crotch watching. Whatever. Well, let's see. So, looks like because Uranus, Saturn and Uranus was making somebody, maybe it was time to get ghost from a motherfucker, from a sticky situation or something. Felt bound to somebody. Might have felt like they was a fool, but it was like, shot call. Straight up. Straight up shot call. I'm done with that. Like, kill that shit. Put an end to that shit. It's a sticky situation. Maybe, maybe the person could have been all tied up in another kind of relationship. But They went on this journey. Say, for instance, somebody water signs. In the water signs, they went on a journey with the water signs for a little bit. So this writer went on a journey. Okay, angel of love. A goddess, Venus, Scorpio. Went to go sow some seeds. Made a little flirting, you know. Might have told some friends, like, yeah, I'm about to go. And, you know, told the polar opposite. Could have been a best friend of somebody, a Taurus. Angel love, you know, like, hey, I'm about to go sow some seeds with boo-boo. Okay. Try to see if I can create some balance. Yeah. Okay. Well, look here, water signs. Got to be careful. Because you got that fresh water. So, I see Libra coming in here with that fresh water too. Might even, you know, try to create some balance. They need to stay open-minded. You know, be careful before you get a bonus body. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be catching a body if you ain't careful. But looks like Aries comes up in. It's some rooted information that they might have thought that was rooted, but it was kind of cloudy. They may get, you know, might have been confused about some shit. But you know, they might even be a motherfucker dealing with somebody that got an attitude. You know, premature ejaculation. Maybe they shit broke. I don't know. Shit, some organisms, and you know, where the shit ain't. Your shit don't mix with his. Shit. But then there's a Venus goddess. I said it was a Scorpio, right? Or Libra. That's also trying to create some balance right now. And Sag. Although we all are in this. But this Venus goddess here was trying to make some effort. Faced lies and deceit and betrayal. Behind a dog who chases his tail. Out there dick dealing. Yeah. Thought they could change places or change positions. Change positions. Change positions. Freaky motherfucker. Snaky. They might have had caring connections with the person, but might even thought that they could even, you know, be with that person. But, nah. You don't deal with snakes. But this water child might even have a child. She be working, you know, was slick. She was keen just because you talk is slick. And I recognize with real ears that you were talking slick. Just because you were talking slick and I let you slide doesn't mean that you can fool me at all. Nickel slick ass people. The thinking man and shit. Somebody probably in your past life. Somebody you've known before, probably, you know. But once Mercury came on in and everything, all the planets started to go direct, but there's going to be something happening with this Neptune, all this trine in the garden with some gifts, and they're nurturing. Maybe some immature shit, maybe some mature shit. Maybe you'll be able to get and receive your gifts, maybe not. Maybe you're dealing with a man child. Or woman. Man, girl, little girl. But look in your heart chakra about that lover. It's about reaping and sowing within this justice and gaining strength and creating balance. So the things that you might hear, maybe hear today, or through other channels, or throughout your day, or maybe on the radio, maybe the things that you've been doing, maybe some of the things you've been putting in the air, but I ain't gonna, I ain't trying to knock nobody. Tell somebody what they need to do. But this air sign, look like an air sign. Air signs, reaping and sowing. Everybody is reaping and sowing underneath this harvest moon. So don't exclude yourself from hood tales at the crossroads. Okay? So, it looks like everybody been mixing, Everybody trying to move around. End contracts, begin contracts, because this is about the book of contracts at the hood, tales at the crossroads. For the country, for ourselves, for our children. Yeah. So remember all the things that you did and how you treated others. Making bitch moves. Running your mouth. Loose lips sink ships. So cut out some of those things. Maybe somebody might needs to, stop being thinking that they the Mac, or stop flirting around. Because in this world, the game stays the same. Just the players change. Okay? So everything's on record. Nothing is hidden. All the things you reap and sow, as a man thinketh, so it becomes a thorn in his heart. The things that you think, is if you're an envious person, it will come back. If you were a person that was a gluttonous person, it will come back. If you were a person that lived in a lot of, ignorant, dumb, fuckery, bullshit, yes, it will come back. It will come back to you. Remember how you treated these people. But there was the arguments that you might have kept with people. The self-sabotaging energy that you might have kept. The anguish that you might have felt with all these people. Things that damn well your mama should have told you about this shit. Or you might even been the coach on some shit, but you can't teach some old ass dog that don't want to have to do new tricks. You want to keep it the same. Children of the corn ass niggas. So, still express love and keep your heart open. But the things that have been shined down on at the hotels, at the Crossroads. Whether it's day or night. Whether it's day or night, always remember the sun, that you are the sun in your heart, God or goddess. So take action. You might have heard about some things out there at the Crossroads. Marriage contracts, some oaths, some soul ties, some past lives that you might have had with different people, places, or things. Sexual rings. Fucking Metal King. For those who have an ear to hear, let them hear. But take action. Know that sometimes things are just unacquainted. Don't mean that you have to get reacquainted with motherfuckers. Okay? Know that when Pluto and Mars come out and direct, they are direct. Scorpio is direct. Venus, Scorpio is direct at all secrets in Earth. That's why they don't get along. It's kind of like the Care Bears, you know, that one little bitty Care Bear, the grumpy Care Bear, when everybody's like, come on, let's go save everybody and save the world, and you got to go get Grumpy Care Bear, and Grumpy Care Bear's all like, oh shit, I don't want to go save these people, they're ungrateful. Yes, I love them, I love the world, yes, but now I'm not in the world, we ain't of the world, we ain't, okay, this is some fairy ass tale shit. At the fucking hood tales, at the fucking Crossroads, ain't nothing funny. Okay, in the land of milk, motherfucking honey. They're ungrateful and all that shit. That's why he be mad. Okay, so let's move on. So anyway, so we got our earth signs. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Underneath the sun, everybody has secrets about intimate connections, lovers, unions, romance, relationships, situationships, whatever the funk shit. Adjacent places to be. Maybe got kids with these people. You know. May have had passion for these people. May have been a Sagittarius, Ariel, Leo, one of them, but it was an obstacle. You know, maybe they had an issue with they going out, passing out they being, you know, basically they might have just been a person out giving they wang dang out, giving out the yanni and the scepter. Hard time being a receiver or a giver or a taker, but it was just an obstacle. It was like, oh no, let me move away from him or her. But it was about reaping and sowing because it was about this Aquarian age. So, speaking of Aquarius, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, some of the things that you might have sown, some of the things that you might have cut away, or the things you might have thought that was glittering, but realized that they weren't all that. Maybe you really thought that it was something that was in your heart that you could do and get away with, that was moving towards you from out of the community, that was from in the garden. Make a commitment with this person. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Maybe the person was unclear what the issue was, why this person was to come. But it was about old sowing seeds. With whom? That's up to you, air signs. But the lying and cheating and the deceptions that you think that you might have gotten away with, or maybe somebody thought that they chose another person over you, or maybe you chased a person after money, or maybe he was bringing home the bacon and shit. Could have been, laying the pipe. Hey, I'm Mr. Telephone Man. Could have been the mailman shit. Could have been whoever it is. They must have had some long money. Long money. But it was an indecision that was made at the crossroads. Maybe you already made the decision. Maybe you will make the decision at the crossroads. But just know that God, the healer of all ages, is there at the crossroads as well, no matter what. So, even though you might have tried to give it a chance and you're facing indecisions, let your friends help you. They might see something on the outside that you don't see at the hotels. Girl, I know that motherfucker from down the street. Do not mess with that fool. So, through this navigation, later on at night, or maybe, fool be running around. I be seeing that fool at night. Yeah. He be down there with another Leo. She be knowing some shit. Well, now, she might even be practicing some dark magic. Might be a little round. Got a little money. But whoever it is, they have control issues. And we all have control issues. Okay? Because we want when we want it. That's the problem. But for those who continue to want to live in linear time, that's how that is when you're not able to have self-mastery over self. So if you're going to have that and exuberate that for yourself, make sure that you have strategy through the navigation. Don't be dick dealing, playing head games, playing cootie cat games, trying to dominate everybody. All it is a spiritual burden. Jupiter ain't going down for that know-how. It's about forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And that is in the reaping and sowing through this harvest moon. Looking at all the codependencies. Looking at all the things that were discovered, revealed to you by the people, places, or things, and or this world. Somebody might have some addictions. Might even be told that they might be able, like I got a sexual addiction, or I got ED or some shit. Erectile. I'm sorry if that's happening, sisters or brothers, go get some help for that. So if that, if there's this man here with this key here that's revealed that, hey, it's an older man holding his heart, like, damn, I'm sorry if that is you in the community here in this garden. So if you're being told this, I do apologize at this time, but think about something that might have happened, with your childhood. Everybody got to think about the precision things and still look at the bright side. How to directional compass of themselves and think to themselves like, well, you know what? I'm still here. Good God, I'm still here. Sorry. But all the people that are loyal to us, that we think that are people that are, when we think of people loyal, you know, loyalty is like, are you always there? Can you always be there when I call you? No matter what time? You know, are you going to be there? Are you going to be there? Are you going to be there when I need you? But there was this contract that's down at the Crossroads that's being talked about this maybe earth sign, somebody that's a Scorpio, Sag, Virgo, Cap, Libra, Taurus, you know, these people, stars right now in the Aries, navigating underneath the moon. These goddess of the moon, those are the ones right now. These are the ones that need to create strategy. And maybe don't be out there dick dealing or cootie cat dealing. Okay? Through this separation. But there may be told about this tower moment right now. Of the past. Or the future. Who knows? At Hood Tales at the Crossroads. Okay? So, through this tower moment and this separation, you know, these goddess of the moon, they strong. They pretty strong. Or gain strength. But in the heart, maybe somebody has a little bit of air, or might have been talking since they was talking in the air here. Looking at things that are in the heart. Talking about things that were contractual agreements with all of the people, place, or things. Things they might have heard about contracts. Things that might have been told to be able to gain some money. These are women who do hold coins. Being playful, talking to each other about things in their sister circles. At this contractual agreements here that were lucky. Knowing that the fact that they're all still Midas touch ladies. Okay. They have their own door to personal healing and happiness. But when Pluto and Mars went direct, they had all these secrets and knowledge that was there. You know, like, hey, look at all this shit down here going down. The light was being shined down on, like, where was y'all at on October 13th? Nasty McNasties. 2020. Where was y'all at in 2020? Oh, facing some loss, whether it be by energy vampires, people, place, or things, loss of jobs. Motherfucker got cheated on, some miscreant shit. But once all that shit was being revealed, especially by a divine masculine here, maybe he's facing some hostility, or maybe he was a hostile motherfucker. Like, get back, hey. Things might have been, or somebody that's been overprotective of somebody, like, hey, in the community, like, hey, I'm gonna let this happen, I ain't gonna let this happen. One thing is that always happens down at the crossroads and in everybody's life is that the simple fact that everybody wants to point the finger. Nobody ever wants to be wrong. Everybody wants to be right. And everybody wants to play the superhero. You know what I mean? But do you or he or she have what it takes to bring it? Because at some point you're asking yourself, especially if you got to question yourself down here at the hotels at the crossroads. This school by now in 2020 is like the fall of Jericho, baby. Excuse me. The things that you made a mess of, the things you might have fucked up on, the things you might have went to court, the things you might have been separated from, the things you might have been trying to control that cause anxiety. It's about commitments, contractual agreements, engagements. Okay? Now you may be intuitive and shit, but High Priestess, there's tower moments. And you're still always resourceful. And some of these things could be behind control issues and envy, jealous and envy, whether on their part or your part, whoever the hell ever. But right now, let's go back to the center of the crossroads. We got the healer of all ages. We got security and family. Maybe some loyal people that's in the street. Maybe somebody looking for somebody in the street. Looking and being hopeful. But right now we're going to go to Sagittarius. Okay? Bump that. Not Sagittarius. Let's go to all fire signs. Passion. Okay? And water. Fire and water. Fire and ice. Yin, yang. Now, in order to create that balance, you got to be able to know how to create that balance and know what to do. Attack your innermost core of yourself. Be water. Hello, water signs. Hey. So, Cancer specifically. So, we got Cancer here. Maybe somebody's been facing some lies and deceit and betrayal. Right now, because of all these obstacles that's going on, because of the corona, maybe he might even have a boner. Hard on, blue balls, sexual deviant. Got some skeletons in their closet because they be lying. Now, if you're a Cancer and you just here as a cross watcher or whatever, because everybody's here, like I said, everybody's here. Now, water signs. I see some commitment issues. You might have told somebody, maybe a baby mama or somebody, or a woman with kids, hey, I ain't committed. I don't want to be in this commitment no more. Or I got somebody else. I got somebody else in the community. But this divine feminine decided to tell this other person, like, well, and they were delivering a message to the masculine, like, this is some faulty ass shit. He was trying to get with her, but it was an obstacle. Like, basically, I guess because he wanted to bone her or whatever. Like, nah, try to get with the baby mama. That came to a completion a long time ago. That shit was unstable. We at the crossroads. I've had some spiritual growth, okay? Now, this person may be older than one or the other partner. And I can see that it's all tied up. Okay. Well, that puts a water sign back at the crossroads. Let's get back at the crossroads again, because that was the end of that scene at the Hood Tales at the crossroads. All right. So, looks like there's a Sagittarius standing here. Standing there, authoritative mother. Talking in the sister circle. All right, girl. Tell Shirley I said hi. Got a Skype call. So, at the crossroads, there's some choosy lovers. Normally, at the crossroads, at the crossroads, Hood Tales, the choosy lovers, it's like, switch or change positions. Find you a new lover. You might be, indecisive, but make that decision. Please. You might have a broken heart, but free yourself from that shit at the crossroads, because God's there, remember? Okay? Because this person's a rat. You might have been seeing the person with somebody, or even seeing that person, seeing that, he probably wouldn't made a commitment. It was just a soul tie. You might have even had to face some unacquainted love about this person the majority of the time. But they got some deep-rooted issues. Deep. Deep control issues. They got a lot of partners. Maybe got, friends with benefits. Married and got mistresses and shit. Baby mamas, baby daddies. They may look good, but that motherfucker's a cheater, so be aware. Some big ass rats out here then. Okay. So, look in your heart with a positive mind. Take self-inventory at the contracts. that you're dealing with any type of people, place, or things, or that you may take and have and sign in the future. Be careful of all the ones that you may sign, of what you're signing on the dotted line. Make sure things ain't causing you an obstacle when it comes to things, when it comes to your home. Don't be like Capricorn. Capricorn want it right now, right now. You don't want to have to be all pissed off later on and then be like, well, damn, I didn't want to learn from the lesson. I just wanted to have fun. But right now, there's a contractual agreement with these fire signs that might have had a tower moment, maybe with their money, maybe with a potential partner, maybe because of some dark magic or some envy or some jealousy or control issues. Get that out your heart, baby. Purge that. But this Pluto and Mars, with all these secrets, with this contractual agreement, maybe things that you might have been working on, trying to do, work at, good or bad. Maybe you might try to do some old hood rat shit. I don't know, but that shit was revealed. But whatever hostilities you motherfuckers got, you better get that shit about your heart. For real. For real, for real. Not just for other people, but for yourself, so that you could be able to open up your heart and be able to receive and have your own personal relationship with the Creator, your Creator, the Creator of all. Because you deserve love, and God can show you that. Always gonna be there. Always. Promise you. You may not be able to see these things, but on the supernatural thing, yes. Never was dead. Never was dead. So with this contract that's being told from this loyal channel, it's lucky. Because everything I touch at this point has been turning to gold. And I can see it. I can see it through God's work. Through me. Thank you. Through my door of personal happiness and healing. For my own self-worth. My own guidance. My own internal compass. To leave my ears open. And quiet my mind. Especially at night. So that I can be able to navigate and hear the things that I need to hear from my guides. But this divine masculine, or the masculine energy, because we all can possess it at times, and you always have to possess it sometimes here throughout the hood tales at the crossroads, so that you can be able to gain strength and be able to hear. For those who have an ear to hear, let them hear what they need to hear to heal through this matrix system, this so-called man's world that was deeply rooted for a long time. With deep ancestral healing. But there's some divine masculines out here that like to live in that it's a man's world. Makes them feel in power. But they got some real religious factors going on. Some real religious factors going on. So beware, divine feminines, when you're out there meeting them, interacting with them, getting to know each other. Create balance for yourself. Make sure you take care of that body that temple. Stop. Reflect. Realize your gifts and that you are gifted. Realize a rat when you see one and you smell one. Realize what realize. The deceit. The gaslighting. The ghosting. People running, messing around. Rats be running everywhere. Shit. Going all through the motherfucking hood tales. Yeah, somebody told somebody and somebody told another motherfucker. But it's about healing family issues. They might have been, they might have not been able to been told some things by their parent. And I'm sorry that you guys haven't. But that's no reason to hurt people. Hurt people. And it's childish. So the things that you be gossiping about and talking about and stuff, and you thought that you was hopeful about certain shit, get rid of that shit. Don't be a narcissist, and that's some bullshit. Don't be trying to go both ways, some old two-faced ass bullshit, and being call a spade what it is. A spade is a spade. If a motherfucker fucked up the church's money, then let him, let it be known. Or your money, shit. Be your own spiritual pimp. Shit. And always leave your heart open for people. You know what I'm saying? But just know that those people and places or things was put in your life for a soul contract, or you might have had to deal with them in a different period of your life. That now it's time to get rid of that shit. So you might have, you might hear something here tonight at Hood Tales at the Crossroads, or you might have seen some shit or recognized some shit. Will realize. Had a dream. Recognize your own gifts. Because you put some people, place, or things away in the past and shit that didn't serve you. Maybe you might even recognize, hey, well, shit, I might have got my eye on somebody else. And that, yes, this motherfucker here is an energy vampire. And I need to get the fuck away. Okay? And I found a door to romance, me and my kids, and I'm out. But, baby mamas, baby daddies, when you discover these types of things, or these things might be revealed in the future, don't be holding your heart in your hand and be all in the defensive. Because she gonna leave. Like that fly was on Pence head and shit. And that motherfucker was on there for like 20 minutes. And then it's kind of like car wash. At the car wash. Working, whoa, whoa, whoa. And the fly went in there and he kept trying to get at her at the little chick in the diner and shit. Diner. I'm trying to rap to you, and she would never try to talk to him and shit. And then finally, he was like, look, I ain't doing this shit no more. Now, either you gonna recognize gang, or I ain't never coming back here ever again. That nigga got to the door. He was ready to go. She was like, oh, TC, I'll be ready by such and such clock. Yeah, okay, bitch, I'll be there. You better give up some cuckoo, too. Because I've been trying to get that shit. I know that shit sunshine pussy. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Yeah, I'm the shit. Yeah, I love myself first. Okay? That's what he did. He recognized his own shit. I ain't gonna keep on motherfucking coming back here when you ain't gonna be right with me. You know what I'm saying? Just like she gonna do your ass. Divine masculine. If you are divine. I won't go there. You divine. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she going to go make her money. She going toward God. With this thing that she's talking about that she was hopeful for. Like, yeah, I got God in me, and I am not down with that. I got some, you got some core issues, and that even though that might have hurt a little bit, and through this separation, maybe with a Gemini or something, they have to say, hey, I'm going to make my money. I don't give a dang about this because in my heart, I hold you in my heart, but I gotta go because here at the Crossroads, me and God, he's loyal. He's the healer of ages, and he's the one that I've been waiting for. He's worth waiting for. I'm the one that I'm supposed to get up on my game through this tower moment and not be gossiping and talking and tell God what it is that I want and be working toward my goal of the planting some good seeds and not no seeds of bullshit and trying to get no reaping and sowing or no bullshit of boo-boo. Okay, I hear roses smell like boo-boo and shit. And so, being my own healer, being my own, you got some bone, I'm being the bone collector, healing and getting my herbs and getting my schooling and doing the things that you're supposed to be doing at the Hood Tales at the Crossroads outskirts, so you can be able to do what you got to do, because downtown is where you're supposed to be trying to make your money, but Hood Tales at the Crossroads over here is showing some shit that you need to heal from. And that is some sexual deviance. Some things that happened when you were a child, whether you're a woman or a man. Maybe you masturbate too much, but things that you've taken into your eyes. Realize that, hey, maybe you watch that shit too motherfucking much. And you need to stay optimistic about love, and think of that, hey, practice tantric sex. Maybe, think of things of that kind of thing. So that you don't be just spreading yourself around like government cheese and shit. Although that government cheese was motherfucking good. Alright, anyway, on that note, let me get off here and shit. But stay passionate, you know what I'm saying? Allow your heart to stay open. But just free yourself right now. Heal your own self. Have a heart-to-heart talk with yourself. So that you can be able to share yourself with someone. Now I'm going to say it again. So you could be able to heal yourself for yourself. So you can share yourself with someone. All right? Well, all right now. Thank you for joining me. Like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and hit that like button and share it. Share it, because the more you share it, the more people will be able to hear, and they can be able to come back to the channel. We can start building it back up, and then maybe I'll start to come back through in more and more, because I have other channels and I'm doing other things. And plus, it's getting ready to get winter, and I want to try to do something for the homeless. All right? So, and the children and people who don't have anything within our state. So, if there's something that I can do here from Mile High, just know 5280 is down. I promise you. Okay? Now, you can contact me at milehightarot@gmail.com, and I will get back to you. And if I need to do any readings for you, we can handle that then. But go ahead and hit me up there. All right? Love you. Blessings.